Not today, though. Let's talk soccer.
Not today. And let's not do the Heat stuff because, like, 2 weeks ago, we were doing a fire sale and we were doing a tanking situation with the Heat, and then we were upset. Like, not today, guys. Today is about football, okay? Like, not today. Today's about America.
Stugotz is wearing a scarf, and he wears it, I think, in cold weather with other accents. He would wear it well, but he is presently not wearing that scarf well. It doesn't really match with anything else that he's wearing, and he's wearing it the way that an old person would wear a scarf, an old South Florida person, where they're getting a scarf, rummaging a scarf out of the bin that hasn't been touched in several years.
Yeah, but it's a big day today, Dan. I'll wear my scarf however I want to wear my scarf. I've been waiting for this day for 8 years. 8 years I've been waiting for this soccer game, okay? It's a big one, the biggest of games. Win or go home.
You've been waiting for the opportunity to bury USMNT
that's
soccer
not fair.
for yet another time.
I picked the United States on God Bless Football.
Mm-hmm.
New episode is out, by the way.
Yeah.
You
Meadowlark's
picked 'em for-
#1 soccer podcast, I might add.
Yeah.
You pick. I don't think that's right.
It
You
is.
picked
Check the megaphone numbers.
Yeah, yeah.
Coach Beard and Rebecca Lowe are first place in all of sports on Apple.
Eh,
And that's an Apple
debatable.
co-production, so there's
Yeah.
no way that that's fraudulent.
Meadowlark is producing a lot of morally abhorrent football coverage, and one of the marketing partnerships that we have made is on the aforementioned Rebecca Lowe, Coach Beard podcast that is at the top of the rankings. But you guys are basically in a position today, and Whittingham, we will defer to our experts, even though Whittingham and Mike will tell you their expertise has been lacking and that Stugotz and Billy, while knowing nothing, have known more. You guys can say, if they get down, if the U.S. gets down 1-0 today, you guys are going to poop yourself because you don't believe they can produce 2 goals
That's true.
against
They
Iran,
better not
right?
go down.
An
They
early
better
goal,
not.
I will poop
But
myself.
I'm just
that
saying,
will,
you're
that will
not
happen.
expecting a 2-1 win, correct? If
You're
they get,
already in a 1-0 hole. That's how you have to approach this game. Iran is very difficult to score against. However, I think the game will be physical. They're obviously going to have a lot of people back in the box. The U.S. has
A bus, maybe.
Yeah.
The U.S. has some players that are really good with the ball at their feet. I feel like if they have more direct play, maybe someone drags a boot out there. And I think our DraftKings prediction is Christian Pulisic first goal scorer, because you can get that at plus 650. I heard it on God Bless Football, actually. I'm like, this is a damn good price. Greg
I
Cody
took
gave
it. Yeah.
great advice because Pulisic takes the pens. So there's going to be at least 2 times in this game where we're screaming at the TVs, the VAR, that's a pen. Iran plays such a physical game. I just think they're really difficult to break down. And when you're already chasing 3 points, like the U.S. have to do in this game, maybe that's the best thing for them because it changes the mindset and you have players that are going to put their head down and try to make something happen. But I'm really worried. If Iran go up 1-0, I don't see how they get this 3 points.
You have to score the first goal if you're the United States.
Please
you
score
have
that
to,
one early.
because if you don't score the first goal, then they park the bus, and you can't have that because Chris is
they're
right.
parking it anyway, I
Their
think.
defense is like the '85 Bears. I mean, the monsters of the Middle East. And I am telling you right now, Dan, if you don't score the first goal, game over.
Whitty,
That's it.
No.
Whitty, just to
All of a
be
sudden,
clear,
Singletary's in the cage. I mean, everyone.
Iran will be playing from the very start for a 0-0 tie, correct?
Yes. However, if you look at their 2 games at this tournament,
It's 0-0.
they played that way against England with the intent to defend, and they were awful at it. And then in the second game against Wales, they went at them and they won the game 2-0. And so maybe this park the bus mentality doesn't work for this team. The coach of the team actually came in to manage this national team in July because the manager of the federation, didn't get along with the government, didn't get along with the people who were running things, and so they went back to an old steady hand and. They had evolved their style under the old coach, and so they might actually be better as a team that goes forward. However, we just know some of the tactics that are going to be employed today. They're going to do everything dirty. They're going to put numbers behind the ball. They're not going to try and score a goal in this game. And honestly, you talked about going a goal behind. For me, if you're 0-0 at halftime, that's scary because of the pressure that gets ramped up. It reminds me of 2010 when they went into a game against Algeria that they had to win, and obviously they didn't win it until the 94th minute with the Landon Donovan goal. That I think is how I'm going to experience today again, is the stress and the pain of watching your team try to score a goal. And there's going to be moments where Iran get forward and you're going to be really scared because you're going to be exposed. You're going to have too many players back because you're sending everyone to the attack. It's a frightening proposition to need to score, to need to win.
Such an interesting appraisal of the 3 games, Stugotz, because to now you're in a do-or-die situation for continued play. You don't get to play again for 4 years in games that matter like this. And to this point, I believe the United States has overachieved. Like, tying England is an achievement. And while we obviously would have preferred, after scoring the first goal against Wales, to win that game, getting to this stage in the tournament, they have played with better results than either Mike or Whitty would have presumed. If I told them before this started, you're going to draw with Wales, you're going to draw with England, you guys would have probably taken that.
And all you need to advance to the knockout stages is to beat Iran. I don't know a U.S. soccer fan that wouldn't have signed up for that.
They should win this game, right? Is that fair?
Yes, they're favored
This is a
to do
game
so.
they should win,
Slight
right?
It's
favorite.
close though.
Okay.
This is not like a big favorite.
No, I mean, they're minus 110 and Iran is plus 300 to win the game. Like, the U.S. are favorites.
You spot him a goal, then you get that taste of blood in your mouth, and then you pounce. You strike 3-1 U.S. I'm telling you right now.
After falling down 1-0.
You spot him one.
Dan, here's the thing with soccer. Parking the bus is a very dangerous game because if you get a penalty, it's because all your defenders are inside the box. And if you get a penalty inside the box, PK. I mean, and Pulisic is as good as they get, at the
Mike,
at the pens.
why are you laughing at
It's a
Stugotz?
dangerous strategy for Iran to have all their defenders in the
game.
box because
Yep.
you're playing the PK game if there's a penalty.
I'd
in
be
there.
careful.
Why are you laughing at Stugotz,
You
Mike?
get a penalty in the box. PK.
Which stands for penalty kick.
Yeah.
Stugotz, I like the idea of Stugotz trying on the camouflage outfit of liking soccer,
Camouflage.
being involved and inspired by soccer right up until they lose, and then he's going to tear off his costume and just start ripping the team like a professional wrestler. He's got this so lined up.
Well, they're not going to lose. And if they lose, it's a huge disappointment. So
Yep.
they would deserve it, but they're not going to lose.
Thankfully for him, no matter what, no one can see it coming.
No.
If it happens, it'll catch
It's
everybody
well
by surprise.
Yep. Listen, I am rooting for a moment today. It's been a rough couple of years for this country.
Landon Donovan is the
Okay.
last moment that U.S. soccer has had. The 94th minute that
U.S. men's soccer.
U.S. men's soccer, excuse me.
Yep,
Yes.
good correction. Dan, I want a moment today, 4 o'clock, where I'm hugging strangers. Strangers are hugging me. People that would normally hate me in everyday life, they're giving me a hug. I want a moment. We deserve a moment. Our country needs a moment. We need to come together. We need to hug strangers. We need to get along. And that's the beauty of sports, especially when it's wrapped around the flag, okay? They provide those moments. You know who hasn't provided it? The U.S. men's soccer team. You know where we need it to come from today? The U.S. men's soccer team, because we have no other choice. Give us a moment. Give us a moment to hug a stranger. That's all I want.
That's it.
Now that we're allowed to hug strangers.
Yeah, exactly.
Are we allowed still to hug
I don't
strangers?
know.
Because I believe there are
Certainly
a lot
should
of,
have. Florida.
lot of variants out there,
Yeah.
a lot of complications out there. You should still be moderately careful.
Would you guys feel more comfortable if the women's national soccer team was out there today
Yes.
against Iran?
Against this men's
Against
Iran team?
Iran, yes.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes, 100%.
They should give us the
the
option.
geopolitical
They wouldn't be in
ramifications
this
alone.
position.
To have a team of U.S. women beat Iran's
My
men's
head would
team.
explode.